Good morning and welcome back. So today is a Friday and I slept in a bit, but I've been up and around doing my morning routine and stuff, and I've got laundry I'm fixing to fold. I feel like today is going to be a hyper productive day, so I want to make sure and bring you guys along. One thing I want to mention, I think I'm going to try to get to town today. I know Connor is going to town to pick up our weekly Walmart order, but I'm shooting to go like in the afternoon sometime. I want to take all these blankets right here to Goodwill. I've had them listed super cheap on Facebook. I've not been able to sell them. I'm going to part with them. So I'm going to take those. I also have those room dividers that I was returning to Amazon. I'm going to actually take to UPS. Maple needs her flea pills from the vet. And there's several things like that, errands I've got to run like before 5 p.m. And the reason I say that is because my husband is going this evening to get the girls, but he won't be there until like 6. So he can't do any of these things for me. And I'm also trying to figure out when we're going to go and get the tiller and the mulch, because we need the trailer for the mulch. So yeah, trying to figure that out. So I might go when I'm in town today. I might get the tiller myself and ask my husband to take the trailer tonight to get the mulch. I'm just gonna scope that out as the day goes on. But I'm just gonna get laundry folded, take Maple outside again, get the pool on, and water my container plants. So I'll be back in the house to, I guess, start work. I'm also going to call and order the shed today, so I'm going to do that this morning. So I'll know here shortly if they still have the black one available and an ETA for delivery, so that will be exciting. I did also last night, I booked a camping trip for us for 2 weeks from now. We're going to be in Hot Springs, staying on the lake at a campsite, and we rented an RV, so that's fun. I've done that before. It's pretty neat. But my husband and his girls have never been camping. Can you believe that? So we're doing that, and the place that rents the RVs is down in Hot Springs, so that's why we decided to stay down there at that lake, camp there. It's going to be a blast. That campground has like a playground, a pool, kayak rentals, sites on the water, which were, I think, $116 a night, but they have full hookups, so that's amazing. And the camper we're getting is like a 33-foot camper, pool behind, with slides and a bunk room. So that's gonna be fun. I've never stayed in one that big. Because it is so long though, and big, my truck can't tow it. Since it's close proximity to Hot Springs, the rental company will deliver it to the campsite for you. So we're going that route, just to get the experience in that camper, and for the girls to get the experience of camping, you know, sitting around a campfire, barbecuing, swimming all day, fun stuff like that. And then 4 weeks from now, we're going to the beach. We're going to Destin, Florida this year. We've gone to Orange Beach, Alabama a couple times, and we enjoy it. I really enjoy it, but I also like going to different places, seeing different places. So this year, we're trying the Destin, Panama City area, and we'll be doing that in August. And I've been planning that for a couple of months, but I finally got everything booked and taken care of last night. So that is super exciting. So our next 2 vacations are booked and paid for. And we have a couple of other trips we want to go on this fall. Just because normally we would travel in spring and summer. And like our beach trip in August is the last thing we do. But our spring was unexpectedly full of moving and house remodeling. So instead, this trip in 2 weeks will be like in the middle of July. It's going to be our first vacation of the year. So we're behind. So I told myself, you know what, listen, we can travel in September, October. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So we're just going to go on my mosey little way with planning our family trips. Usually I like to do anywhere between 3 and 5, from like April to August. So pretty much 1 trip a month is like, that's my goal. And then when we get to November, it's holiday season. So November, December, January, we're not traveling much. But like any other month to me is fair game. I love to travel. My husband doesn't enjoy going as often as I do, so we're often compromising on that. But anyway, so that's the plan. Got a couple other fun trip ideas for September and October, and I really hope they pan out. And we'll just have to see as the time goes by. Okay, now I'm ready to face the day. decided to wear different glasses today. I found this seed packet in my closet, and I'm wondering if I should put that in the raised beds somewhere. I've still got that new bed, like the middle is all empty, which I wouldn't want climbing flowers there. I was just thinking about the arches. Whoa, it's hot. Look, my glasses are gonna fog up. That's how hot it is. Anyways, Connor let Mabel out the front door, so she's outside. Just gotta get the pool pump turned on. Wow, man alive. These little pumpkin seedlings over here, I mean sunflowers, are growing rapidly. The pool is not clear. Maybe I need to add some, I need to check the levels. Anyway, this is what I meant. Little sunflowers, they're growing really fast. And look at that, you see the, kind of like the haze. I just need to check it. So I usually add more chlorine to the pool on Mondays after the kids have swim all weekend, and it seems like doing it once a week is just right. But I did not do that this last Sunday because we ran out of normal chlorine and the pool was still reading as perfect. But so then now it's reading as having like no chlorine in it. So I still don't have chlorine. I do have shock. So I'm going to try that. Look at my cucumbers are climbing up the arch. Doing a good job. This guy's going over to the side. Let's just get you way up here, buddy. Way up here. Yeah, look at that. Oh, this is a whole arm here. Nice. Wow, they're gonna climb so well. I really, like I said before in a video, I didn't expect them to like go all the way over or anything. I still don't know if that's normal. But anyways, they're doing pretty good. Oh, here's your little arm way down here. You need to go up, buddy. So that's nice. It's going to fill in nicely. And then these flowers here, I think this might be where I was thinking of doing something with that seed packet. This, to me, kind of reminds me of a zinnia, but these are supposed to be those flowers you grow in the spring. They vine. Can't think of what they're called. But they've just, with the heat, started really growing. So I'm really not sure. I guess I'm just going to kind of wait and see what happens here. And then look, we've got some jalapenos down there. I didn't notice until like yesterday, but I guess they've been there. They just blend in. So I've got this shock, which I always thought was the exact same thing as chlorine. And my husband said it's actually different. So I don't know. And I don't know how it's different. But anyways, I figure it'll get the job done in balancing it. Alright, so before I put this in there, I'm going to... Oh, there's grasshoppers in there. I'm going to take the vacuum off. I'm just going to let him kind of chill here on the side. And I'm going to backwash it really quick. I like to do that once or twice a week, just to make sure the sand is cleaned out of the filter and everything's working how it should. And it only takes a couple of minutes, so... Marcy, it is hot out here already, and it's like 8:30 in the morning. By the way, we have this plug over here. We have this power pole. We've got this plug. I'm sure you guys have seen me do this like 100 times now. When this pole was put in, my husband put, this was many years ago, he put this power right here. He ran over from the pole to there. But the front, the cover came off that. And then I guess it got water in it or something. So it's not worked for a long time. But it was intended to be like a direct plug-in for the pump. Which sounds perfect. Makes sense, right? Well, anyways, so it's been many years. It's not been being used that way. Because there is just a thing right there. But since we're trying to like fix all the things and do all that, my husband is going to fix this. He wants to fix it. And so That's the thing on my list next time I go to Home Depot is I got to get a couple of things to get that all fixed up. And then we'll do that. So that's the plan. Get that fixed up. Looks like the backwash is good. And then that'll be nice because we won't have this cord across the lawn. And I guess probably the biggest inconvenience about that is walking over there. It's like 6 feet. And that my husband has to unplug it every time he mows. Which, you know, if you've got kids, you know you're going around getting junk out of the yard anyway when you mow. So it's just something else to have to do. Alright, so now I've got it back on filter. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on so I can clean out the basket, because the lid is easier to get on and off when there's water going through it. Otherwise, if I try to take it off, no dice. Look, Maple's over here. That's as far as her collar will let her go. Now it's going. I like to pour this in front of this jet because this is a pretty powerful jet and it will get it at least out into the middle. And then I'll just leave this circulate filter on and it'll get it all moved around better than anything else I could do. That over there appears dark. It makes me wonder if that's actually something on the ground. We'll see. So since it's Friday, this is the day I usually get in the pool to make sure that it's clean. And so as long as I have time with potentially going to town, then I'll do that. But I will just leave this filter. Woo! Feels so much better in here. Thank the Lord for icy. Whew. Anyway, I'll just, I'm going to leave that on like that for like probably at least an hour to move it around. And then I'll put the vacuum back on it and do that for probably an hour or so. Just to try to get it all going. I need to refill my fountain here. It's like bone dry. I haven't had it on in a couple of days. And look how cute this area is. I got this plant from Etsy. It's called Jungle Boogie Woogie. I literally got it because of the name. How cute is that? It's a house plant. And then this is my tiny little monstera I got from Etsy. This cost me like $10. That's why when I got that huge one on the porch for $17, I was like, yes, please. And these crystals I always had just on my desk, but they're kind of wobbly because the bottoms aren't perfectly flat. So they fell a lot. And the plant I had in here died. This is like the third time I've tried to grow this pink and white flower. Like the whole thing, like the leaves and stuff are pink and white and green. It's gorgeous. Anyways, it just keeps dying. So anyway, I stuck them in there and I've just thought, wow, they're so adorable. So cute. You know, like they come from the earth, right? So they're coming out of the earth. Love it. Love this guy. This is my praying plant. Puts his hands up at night so you can see the under dark side after dark. It's fun. I also, a couple of days ago, got in an Amazon order, and look at these beautiful pots. Oh my God, they're so pretty. I love them. These are ceramic. I got a set of 3. That's the medium one. Here's the big one. I really love the idea of a trio of containers. And after doing that on the porch, and loving it, I have a couple of different sets of 3 on Amazon saved. They're all very different. One is like a terracotta set. I've not ordered it yet. Because I'm really kind of envisioning 2 of the sets I saved as being on the deck. That's going to be super cute. So, I don't know where these are going to go, but they're so pretty. I just wanted to go ahead and get them. I figure I'll put them in the kitchen garden, honestly. When I get the mulch all down, there's going to be several like open spaces. And this will just be cute to have somewhere. So, I really need to get these outside. They've been on the kitchen island for a few days. I've been so slacking with my house stuff. I don't even know what I'm doing with my life right now. I don't know. I came in here looking for something. My cup. This is how dark our living room is at the moment because we're trying to keep the heat out. My cup's not in here either. What in the world? Anyway, it's working. Got the blackout curtains all closed. Where would my cup have gone? Oh my goodness, Elizabeth Michelle. It's right here. On the coffee, on the island. All right. So I need to get my drinks so I can get my work day started. But this is the sink at the moment from dinner last night. And the dishwasher is clean because my husband ran it like 2 days ago. So I'm going to unload the dishwasher, reload it. Kind of like a little quick morning reset on the kitchen. I've got to refill those paper towels. And that will just make me feel better. Like home is taken care of while I get to work. And hopefully that shock works well enough. I do have a second bag if it doesn't. We didn't figure we would need to buy shock granulars again. Because we have, or chlorine, because we have the tabs, which we keep in the little floaty guy, and he floats around. And like I said, a lot of times when you check it, the level's just perfect and it's all good. But we ran out of the tabs. So, I don't know if I got those last week or if I need to get them this week. I need to look at my Walmart order. You guys, that's the only way I can make sure that I actually get everything I need ordered, is I use the Walmart app. And as soon as I think of something, I go to the app and I add it to the cart. And then I review everything that's in there when I go through and actually do my meal planning for the week, which is something I need to do this morning. I have to look at everything we have, holidays coming up, barbecues coming up, all of that, and do my meal plan and then do my grocery order for the week. I need to get that done within like probably 30 minutes or else the pickup time will be like 4 or 5 p.m., which Connor likes to go in the middle of the day. So he's kind of avoiding like evening traffic and stuff. So I gotta get that done. This fan feels really good. Well, I got all that kitchen stuff done, so I'm so glad I got everything cleaned up. I've just really got to get those pots out to the garden. And I have decided with the 2 hibiscus I'm staring at right now with the complete wilt down out my window, I'm going to just cut them back. I'm going to deadhead them. And pray they survive. Which I think they will. But for now I have a morning call coming up. So I'm going to jump into some work and then be back with you guys later when I get to being house productive again. Oh boy, did my, whoa, about to fall over. Did my morning get turned upside down. Oh mercy. So now, the pool pump, wow, like blood rushing to my head. For moving too fast. Okay. Pool is still kind of cloudy. That's unfortunate. Yeah, a little cloudy. Gotta get the vacuum back on. That's what I was gonna say. As I mentioned earlier, I was just gonna circulate the shock for like an hour. Then my call turned into 2 hours. So here we are, much later. Another poor little grasshopper. So slimy in there. Definitely have had the chemicals off. Not so slimy, just a little slimy. I'm not trying to exaggerate. Definitely need to, I don't want to leave it on too long. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but like if a pool, well, I feel like if a pool pump is left on too long, it can get like stressed, you know, like mechanically. It is super freaking hot today. It's black. It's sitting there wide open in the sun. It'd probably be good when we build that little pony wall around it on 2 sides. If there's something over it, like a shade cloth or something, because that would, yeah, the color is just the floor. It's the floor. I just realized that. Okay, so now I know the problem. Let me show you. See this? Looks kind of greenish, hazy, just barely. You see right there? This is the problem. That hose got wrapped up yesterday, and I turned it on and I figured it would just unwrap itself. But it basically can't reach over here. So this is just stuff settled on the bottom. I just need to I need to fix the hose. But see, you can see over there. I was coming over here to get the pole, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna unplug it and stretch it out, get that fixed. All right, so you can see from this side how this is the cleaner side. And I got it all untangled, all stretched back out, and it's on, but now it's clearing the air from the line. So I'm gonna stay out here just long enough to make sure it starts moving again, which will just take a few minutes. I was so late in getting my Walmart order in today that Connor can't, well, I'm not gonna have Connor go pick it up because my husband will be in town there when it's ready, because it won't be ready till 6. So got that going on, which was food and stuff for our 4th of July barbecue. We're doing it a couple days early because the 4th falls on a weekday and the girls won't be with us. What is it? Sunday they go home early because they're going out of town with their mom to go somewhere. So we only have them like a day and a half-ish kind of this weekend. So we're doing our 4th of July barbecue on Saturday, which is tomorrow. We also need fireworks. So that's the thing, is I didn't expect work to be this busy today. Oh, I just need to throw all my expectations out the window. But anyways, it was. And I was planning on going to town today at some point in time to do those returns I was telling you about and go by Goodwill. And I need to go buy fireworks because I've not done that yet. And granted, I could go to like a smaller town, one town over, and get them, and that may be what I do, maybe in the morning, because the other stuff can wait. The Goodwill returns, the Goodwill stuff, and the Amazon returns, they can wait till next week, but I was just going to try and get it done. But yeah, so we're wrapping up to the deadline on this project, and we have our final call scheduled for this afternoon, which I wasn't aware of was even going to be a thing until about 20 minutes ago. So now I've got additional things to gather the next 2 hours, and I've got another call, and every call with them turns into like a 2-hour thing. So I don't think I'm going to have time to go to any town to get anything for the rest of the day. So I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do. I'm making that potato casserole again for dinner tonight. Man, if you wanted a tan, woo, this would be a great time to get a tan. It is stinking hot out here. I can feel my skin just like baking in the sun, which I love that feeling. If I'm floating around in a pool, I love that feeling. I feel like I'm super, super duper charged by vitamin D or something. I know it's not great for you, but you know, I wear some SPF. I got a hair on my arm and I keep thinking something is there. Long hair problems. Anyway, so this is taking forever to prime. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing with ourselves here, buddy? I might need to remove the vacuum and get this bottom filter refilled with water. Yeah, I think that's going to help. Get that filled up with water, get that going, and then get the vacuum on. Because there was air in the lawn, and I removed a couple of the hose segments and cleared out that air in 3 places that I could reach, but I couldn't obviously reach them all. So that's better. It's almost full. It's funny how when you have a pool, whether it's in ground or above ground, at the beginning of summer, whenever you start using it again, you have to remember like all the tricks and things, and then you're like, and then you really get into a groove with what is needed. And like how you can tell when you plug your hose in, there we go. If the vacuum is going to work, the line starts jerking and the vacuum starts moving. If it doesn't, it's not working. So she's working now. She's going. That's great. So I might get that off my to-do list. I have to check back in on that. See how clean it gets. And see, because my day just kind of filled up all of a sudden. I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to get in and clean the pool like I normally do. Which is always just an as-needed thing. Look at this. See, it was just that. It's just the vacuum couldn't get over there. So it's not actually cloudy, but, you know, whatever. The shock I put in it won't hurt, but Yay for less work for me. So I've got to get Maple out. Come here, baby. Come on. Can you go potty? Let her run and play a bit. Let's see if she just wants to turn around and come back in or stay outside. She wants to come back in. It's hot, huh? It is hot. All right. I'm out of all my munchy snacks. I'm not eating anything today, and I'm kind of starting to starve. But, yeah, I only buy so many chips for myself every week, so I don't overindulge in them, because I love chips, and with my lap band, on days when my lap band is really tight, chips are the only thing I can eat. So, isn't that weird? Anyway, so I'll be back with you guys this evening with making dinner. And I did, in this week's order, I got more strawberries and lemon to make some more strawberry lemonade, because that stuff was off the hook, you guys. It was so freaking good. And I'm trying to figure out what dessert I want to make for our 4th of July barbecue. I always make something, usually like the strawberry pizza. It's very patriotic colored. You know, and it's got strawberries and blueberries on it, but like everybody always eats around the blueberries. You know, that's just if you're making like a flag pattern or something. But anyway, so I went ahead and got strawberries and lemons in excess, because I figured the dessert would probably be strawberry themed. So I'm gonna have to figure that out tonight after I shut off work stuff. Figure out what I'm gonna make. Anyways, I'll be back this evening after I cut off all my work stuff and bring you along for what I get done around the house, and, you know, possibly checking out the garden when I do the evening watering, all that jazz. So I did get out to the pool for a little bit because I finished up my work meeting. That hair always flops. Anybody else have hair that does that? Like, it won't stay up in the bun. Gets on my nerves. Anyway, so I had my last work meeting and then went out to look at the pool to see how it was doing. And it had gotten most of it. Look at the hair. Just not all of it. So then I got in the pool and I moved the vacuum around a few places that were needed, and I skimmed the top with the net. Now I've got the hose in there, filling it up with a little bit of water. It is going to need a little bit of liquid chlorine, so my husband's getting that tonight when he picks up the grocery order. So by tonight, I'll be good to go. So that's great. It looks a ton better, though, after the bottom was all cleaned. So it was mostly like a little layer of film, and then we just need to get the chlorine level back up. So it'll be a pretty easy fix. So that's nice. So I am back to work, and what was I going to say? Oh, we just sold the mattress that we had in our building. So it was the last large piece of furniture from the whole move thing. We've just got one, like a TV console table in there, and that's it. I had someone message me about that yesterday. Nothing conclusive yet, but that'll be so exciting to get that done. And I was going to call and order the shed today, and I ended up being so busy with work that I couldn't. So I will try in the morning and see if they're open on Saturdays, because I'm really not sure if they are. But I would love to go ahead and just get that booked and scheduled. So, to be determined. Thanks so much for watching. We love you guys.